And away they go. Sir Jimmy very keenly from the inside, and he flaunts his speed. He's going to be joined on the pace by the first-time starter Terrain, who races into second. Brighton Rock is third on the inside of the favorite. Last one, I promise. Seeking Adventure just went by the 3-year-old Philly Sparkle, who is about 6 cents off of the lead as a race up the back stretch. Inside the half-mile pole, they race, and it's Sir Jimmy, the one who dictates orders. He's on top by a length and a half from Terrain and Anderson Trotman. On the inside, last one, I promise, races into third. Brighton Rock is now to her outside, and he's fourth. Sparkles made up headway. She's now within 5 lengths of the lead, and the trail is Seeking Adventure. He continues to lose contact with the field with a quarter mile left to go, and Terrain is coming to the inside of Sir Jimmy to tackle for the lead inside the mile mark of the race. Last one, I promise, the favorite is coming after these was their turn for home, and Anderson Trotman has not let down the throttle on Terrain, and he ambles into the lead as they turn for home, and it is Terrain in front by 2. Sir Jimmy's holding on to second. Last one, I promise, to his inside is third, but Richard D may have his hands on a very, very smart horse. He wins geared down by 3. Sir Jimmy held second. Last one, I promise, third. Sparkle was fourth, Seeking Adventure, and the last one home was Brighton Rock in a final time of 107 flat.
Rolling, locked away. Racing and classical dancer missed the goal a little bit, but coming on towards the leader is Future Star, who picks it up. So Future Star is the leader coming across from the outside. Ollivander also showing lots of speed is making us. Wilcox Valley beating for early speed. Then there's Sparkle, and then there's Tiger Cat, and the last one is Classical Dancer as they head towards the 3 furlong marker. And it is Ollivander who leads from Mykonos. Down the inside, Future Star is next. Wilcox Valley. Then comes Tiger Cat, and Classical Dancer remains the back marker. The opening quarter, 25 and 4. They head towards the quarter pole. And it's now Mykonos who sticks the head in front of Ollivander, who's under the pump. Wilcox Valley closing on the outside to go third. Future Stars had enough, and they're homeward bound. And Mykonos has come to ask a question of Ollivander. These two do it out. It's Mykonos in the middle of the course on the inside. Ollivander gets right-handed encouragement. Mykonos now is asked to go on and win a race. As she goes on and is going to get away to win it now by a length and a half. Maybe a length, she's shortening length, as Wilcox Valley came running at her. Didn't get there in time, as Ollivander rounds out the top 3, and the winner stopped the clock in 101 and 4. In a moment, recap for you.
Joining the line, starter raises the red flag, and he sends them racing for the third race on today's program, the J Cloud Handicap, going a distance of 1,800 meters, and Demas was a little slow to go. But the first one in front is Mr. US. So it's Mr. US in front from Stevenson's Thunder. In third position, coming on the outside, is Tiger's Nest. Along the rail in fourth position is Bird in the Valley. Between horses is Alcoro, then comes Graceful. Then on the back of affairs is Demas as they come down the stretch for the first time, and they're going at a pretty good gallop, 26 and 2 for the opening fractions. And it is Mr. US in front by 3 parts of a length, now a length from Tiger's Nest. In third position is Stevenson's Thunder. Bird in the Valley moves into fourth position. Then comes Alcoro in fifth. Along the rails is Riddick. Then comes Graceful. And Demas is struggling a bit as they go past the 5.5, moving nicely to the 5 furlong marker. 50 and 2 for the half, and it is still in front. Mr. US on the outside of them is Tiger's Nest. Stevenson's Thunder moving nicely into third. Along the rails comes Riddick. Bird in the Valley remains in fifth. Alcor is dropping away, and Graceful is getting into contention, and you could almost discard Demas as they go down the back stretch, heading out towards Brigade House. And Mr. US has been there every call. In second position is Tiger's Nest, moving lovely into third position. Now comes Riddick. Stevenson's Thunder is struggling a bit. Graceful is also getting into contention as they pass the drill hall. And Mr. US is still in front with just about a furlong and a half to go. On the outside here comes Riddick climbing over horses. A furlong and a half to travel. And it is Riddick who hits the front. Mr. US is not going to give up. Here they come into the final lane, and it is Mr. US. On the outside is Riddick. Riddick and Mr. US. Riddick and Mr. US. And down the stretch they come. Riddick and Mr. US. Riddick, Mr. US. Riddick may have just done enough to get home. Riddick wins it from Mr. US. Graceful is in third. Then came Tiger's Nest, Stevenson Thunder, Alcoro, Bird in the Valley, and a long, long, long way back to Demas 156 and 3. In a moment, we'll have the unofficial placings for you. In the white cap. Yeah, and Oprah is there. She's also standing quietly. You can see Deja Vu is doing some walking around in the back. Standing quietly will be St. David's, like fantastic. Oprah. They are now trying with Deja Vu. Looks as though they gotten halfway in. Ruth will be the last one to join the lineup. 6-5 favorite. The starter raises the red flag, and he sends them racing for the fourth race on today's program, the Sales Graduates Futurity Stakes condition race, going a distance of 1570 meters. And the first one to pop out is Ruth, who's going to be your early leader. So it's Ruth in front. From on the outside is Deja Vu. In third position comes Oprah, then comes Light Fantastic, and St. David's is your back marker. As they come into the bend, and it is Ruth with Anderson Trotman in front. From on the outside is Deja Vu. As they pass the 5.5 furlong marker, in third position is Oprah. Then comes Light Fantastic, and St. David's is your back marker. As they jump the sand with 5 furlongs to run, they've opened the first quarter at 25 and 2. And it continues to be Ruth in front from Deja Vu. In third position is Oprah. Light Fantastic gets a little closer. St. David's continues to be your back marker as they pass the 4, head towards Brigade House. As the quintet go down the half in 50 and 3/5. And it is still in front. It is Ruth. On the outside, moving ominously well, is Deja Vu. In third position, Oprah. Light Fantastic is absolutely flying, and you could almost discard that one is St. David's, as they've done the in about 114 and 4. They pass the drill hall and head towards the furlong and a half marker, and it is still in front. Ruth on the outside, coming with every stride is Deja Vu. Also in the hunt, here comes Oprah as they turn for home, and it is Ruth still hanging on tenaciously. Here comes Light Fantastic, absolutely flying. Light Fantastic is going to punch away and win this one. Light Fantastic wins it. Well ridden by Ricky Walcott. In second position was Deja Vu. Then came Oprah, Ruth, and St. David's in 140 and a 5th. In a moment, the unofficial placings.
Waiting for someone to settle. Racing, and a pretty good beginning for all as they come off the shoot and onto the main course. Brigadier Wood is very prominent. Hope and Serendipity being pushed along to get closer up already. Chapmanani Gap is in clear attendance, and campaigners go coming across from the outside would also dispute the lead. So with a circuit to go, it is Chapmanani Gap, red with black hoops, who leads from Brigadier Wood, black with red sleeves. Then there's campaigners go with the black and gold. Black and blue sleeves on the inside is Island Carbon. Black and white next is Hope and Serendipity. Then in this bright green silks on the outside is Inspired Adventure. Blue silks on the inside of him is Stealing. And the green and purple silks of Carbon Copy. It trails the field as they go to the half-mile marker. The opening quarter was 25 and 1. The half, 50 and 1. They go up the hill towards the 3 furlong marker. And Jack Manani Gap is in front by 2 lengths now. From on the outside, campaigners go. Hope for Serendipity improves nicely. Brigadier Wood is being asked for more run. So too is Inspired Adventure and Island Cotton. Stealing is trying to improve from the back of the field, and Carbon Copy yet to land the blow as they head towards the quarter pole. Just under a quarter mile left to travel, the 6 in 114 and 3. An Inspired Adventure cruises through now. He picks it up from Jack Manani Gap. Then there's Stealing on the outside third. Hope for Serendipity falls away. Brigadier was staying on at 1 pace. Carbon Copy has picked up a few on the way home, but Inspired Adventure and the right-hand drive is in front by 2.5. Stealing trying to close. It's Inspired Adventure. Stealing rattling home along with Jack Manani Gap. Stealing splits horses and wins it now just by about 2 lengths. So just a length and a half from Jack Manani Gap and Inspired Adventure. Carbon Copy runs out the top 4, and the winner stops the clock in 138 and 1.
Of 7. Red flag is raised. And away they go. And the favorite Naomi was the worst served as the gates opened. She broke at the back of the field with Gold Star. But at the head of affairs, it's time after time. And time after time will dictate. Mario Rowe comes to the outside, and these two will bring them into the stretch first time round. 2 lengths off of the lead is Phil Morris. In between horses, the Midsummer winner, 17 million US. The favorite Naomi has made up some headway. She races all the way into second. On the outside of time after time, Good Vibration is at the back of the field, some 6 lengths off of the lead. And Gold Star is the trailer past the stands for the first time. 26 flat was the opening quarter for Maria Rowe, and she's on the lead uncontested. Her stablemate, 17 million US, runs on the inside of time after time. These two, second and third. Good Vibration is next. Jumping the time ahead down the back stretch, we see Naomi's fifth and 4 lengths off of the lead. Gold Star is out of last, and the newly gelded Phil Morris is the trailer. The field covered by 8 lengths as they race to the half-mile pole, with Marie a road to catch, and she's on top by a length from 17 million US. Time after time is paying close attention as they race over the top of the hill. Naomi's in fourth. She has 3 lengths to make up. She went by Good Vibration. Gold Star is flat to the board, and the trailer still Phil Morris as they race down the hill. And 17 million US has picked it up with a quarter mile left to go. 2 furlongs out from the money, and it's 17 million US on top. Time after time is clinging to her. Maria Roy's third. Naomi has to get going. She's coming to the outside of them. She's fourth. Still Good Vibrations let loose, and these 5 well acquainted turn for home together as they come inside the final furlong with 17 million US still on top. It's 17 million US from time after time. Maria Roy tumbling down the outside. It's Good Vibration. 17 million US is reaching for the wire. She's bracing for the challenge of Good Vibrations. These two race up to the wire. 17 million US, and Good Vibration has gotten up on the wire to deny 17 million US. Time after time was third. A photo between Naomi and Maria Rowe for fourth. Good Gold Star rather, and Phil Morris was the trailer in 155 flat.
And a very competitive 5. Minus Bodie Tap and the Radial Flyer. The lights flashing and the gates are open for the afternoon's feature race. Out of the chute and onto the main course towards the outside, skipping, coming across is Gandalf. In between horses, Infrared. Down along the rail is the Gold Cup winner of 2019, Celestial Storm, followed by Night Prowler, and trailing the 5 at the back is Refire. So on the line for the first time, change the guard up front. It is Infrared who takes them into the top turn with Anderson Trotman in control. In second position, Celestial Storm. Backing off the pace is Gandalf. Surprise, surprise. In fourth position comes Night Prowler's tracking horses. And getting a lot closer at the back now is Refire. The quarter has been done in 25 and 2 down the back stretch. Infrared doing it as he likes to do. In front by a length and a half. In second position is Celestial Storm down along the rear. Moving a little closer now is now going past Celestial Storm is Gandalf who goes to take order. Closer order, Refire losing some momentum. Coming around from down the rear now is Night Prowler. The half in 49 and 3. They reach for the far turn. And it has been all Infrared from the get-go. Gandalf is in second. Celestial Storm coming once again. Night Prowler tracked in fourth position. And Refire will have a lot of work to do as the field continues down towards the 2 furlong pole. And it continues to be Infrared in second position. Gandalf is hard pressed. Night Prowler circles upon the outside. Switching out wide to come and have a chance to is Celestial Storm, and Refire has absolutely no chance. 6 furlongs in 139 on their turn for home. And it is Infrared in between horses, is Gandalf in between horses. Even so is Celestial Storm wide on the outside, Night Prowler. But it is Infrared and the Gold Cup winner searching for him. It is none other than Celestial Storm. It's Infrared and Celestial Storm. Infrared holds on for the victory by half of a length from Celestial Storm. Third is Gandalf. Then there is Refire and the Night Prowler. And they did it all in 136 flat. In a moment, I have a recap for you.
Goes in without much trouble. So they're all in. Racing and Jericho broke smartest of all on the inside and has already opened up the seam of daylight. Coming across from the outside, Crystal Diamond shows as well. Then towards the outside, Fantastic Francis, Eye Catcher is next. Then there's Too Much Bling, Heroic Adventure, and a long way back to Piers who goes around the far turn, head up the hill towards the 3 furlong marker. Just over 3 furlongs to go, and the leader is Jericho in front by 3 from Crystal Diamond, then Fantastic Francis next. Eye Catcher has 3 next to make up on the leading pair, and then on the outside, Going up is Too Much Bling. Heroic Adventure has a lot to do. Pays to Go will have all to pass still. The opening quarter 25-2. And Jericho yet to see a rival in front by just about a length and a half from Fantastic Francis. Heroic Adventure improves nicely on the inside. And there are no more turns. And Jericho is in command. He's in front by 3. Fantastic Francis is fading on the outside. Too Much Bling staying on. Pays you go rallying home. But close your butts. Class dismissed. Jericho in a romp. Wins it by about 4 front Too Much Bling. Fantastic Francis and Pays you go rounds out the top 4. The winner stopped the clock in 107-1. In a moment, recap for you.